Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the MLB Odds Couple show for Monday, August 15th. Yeah, small slate of cards. Let's throw the record up on the onto the screen. Mike Brenner, we're both digging out of our respective.
You had an unbelievable Saturday,
I had a great Saturday, losing Sunday, but overall, we're both having profitable, consistently profitable August. Mike Brenner, what do you think is going on here? Do you think
I think we're just warming up at the right time.
You think
Pete.
so?
I don't think there's any fluke about it. Matter of fact, I know there's not a fluke. It's just this is cyclical. You got to just hang in there when things are.
What should we say to the viewers who I know tune into the show to fade us? Should we tell them to hold off for at least another week?
Go fade. Do whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
No, we're trying to make them money. I mean, I would say hold off fading us just for a week, for 1 week.
Hold off fading.
No, but just for 1 week.
Okay. All right. We'll start. We'll commit to a week.
Just for 1 week. All right. So let's start with the Monday card here, August 15th, short card.
I did tweet out the Cubs' first half run line yesterday, and the 49ers' first half in football. Both of those cover the half. Both of them lose the game.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
Yesterday
I didn't have a terrible game, a terrible day, but I thought that was a great bet. The Cubs on the run line in the full game.
And I did cash 4 tickets out of the casino.
Oh, very nice,
so
very nice.
Gotta go pull another 700 out
those
today.
are Mike Brenner's liquid lunch periscopes that he does. All right, so we got a short card today. There were a few bets that I made on the overnight on totals, all on full game totals, and there's one second half that I'm really looking at.
I like one second half too. I bet we're the same one too.
Maybe. Okay. Well, we'll see. Well, let's start with the one total that I bet. I don't know if I'm going to give it, but I'm really tempted to.
Come on, Pistol Pete, don't start that shit. It's Mother's Day in Costa Rica.
And the day that I went 8-0 on Saturday, all of them counted as no balls plays that I could have avoided, because if you remember in the show, I said I don't love any of them, but I like each of them a little bit.
I know.
And then the day before that, the 3 no balls plays that I didn't give all won. So I really got to have confidence in my borderline plays here.
All right, that's on you, Pete.
Yeah,
that's on you.
I just talked myself into it, I guess. Washington and Colorado, the under. I took the under here. Now Scherzer has been great, right?
This is the only park he has not mastered. You know that.
Right. He hasn't done great at Coors. That's absolutely true. But in general, he's doing great right now.
Fantastic.
And
And
De La Rosa is not great also, but he kind of knows how to get outs more or less than Colorado. I just feel like it's 10. I feel like it's going to be a down day. Yeah. That was one that I bet. All right, fine. I will give it.
Pull that trigger.
Under 10 minus 101 at Pinnacle is the best line we're using. Line shopping here at SBRodds.com. Under 10 minus 101. Yeah, it's true. Scherzer has not historically done well at Coors. I think today he's going to have an okay game, though.
Yeah, because he is in the zone. He's dialed in. The team's playing well.
And De La Rosa hopefully will be good enough. Under 10 minus 101. I'll take it, Mike Brenner.
Trigger.
All right. Okay. What do you have for us, Mike Brenner?
Well, I'm going to start out with my first one, Texas. All right, I'm going up against Texas versus Oakland. Texas is coming off of 2 absolute terrible games back-to-back versus the Tigers. No offense. And they've got one of the most explosive offenses in baseball. So I think with Perez on the mound, his last outing was decent. 1 run, 4 hits. You know, against the Rockies on Wednesday, so I like that. Here's the thing, Oakland, that Wheeler, he used to pitch for Texas, so he's going to go in there today. I think he's going to force it. I really do. I think he's going to be forcing it. Texas is at home. First half run line, Pistol Pete.
Well, the run lines aren't out yet. We're doing this too early, so we can give you the Heritage opener.
We're going to go with Heritage. And how about the full game will be Pinnacle?
Full game for Texas? No, those run lines are out, and plus 117 is what we can give you.
Fantastic. What would be the team total in that?
For Texas, the total on the game is 10. That was one of the overnights that I bet on the unders, so that means that the team total here would be, maybe 5 juiced heavy or 5.5.
I'm going to hold off on that, but I am pulling the trigger, Pistol Pete.
All right.
First half and full game run line.
That was one of the games that I bet on the overnight under. I took the under 10 there. I'm not sure. That one I like a little bit less than the Colorado. All right, let's move to a game that's going to be a second half that I'm going to take here. I'm going to take San Diego on the second half at Tampa Bay. Perdomo against Smiley. San Diego, you know, they have they're very speedy on the base pass. A lot of stolen bases. That's probably going to play well to their advantage in a game here against Tampa Bay. Should be a relatively low-scoring game, especially in the second half. Probably you might get a big underdog line here. I'm not exactly sure it would be. Might be plus 100 or something like that. So I'm going to take San Diego on the second half. That's my second pick. All right, Mike Brenner, what else do you have for us?
Well, Detroit's playing Kansas City. Got Norris going up against Kennedy. I'm going to be taking Detroit on the second half because he and Kennedy, he's really locked in. 19 in the third inning, he's only given up 2 runs, Pistol Pete, and not a whole bunch of hits. So with him being locked in, I like the second half, and then I like the full game run line because I think after Kennedy exits, that's when the cows are going to just pour out of the gate, baby.
The full game run line we can give you be plus 146.
God, I like that value.
And the second half we'll have to give you the opener, probably be about plus 100 or so.
Okay. Any thoughts on my call there?
No, not really. I mean,
You're looking at one team playing spoiler. They got really no shot, Kansas City, and plus they won it last year. Detroit's got to really pour it on. Martinez is
in general, I kind of like it. Norris, was very mediocre in AAA. His first start back was a nice 5-inning start, but he's probably going to be vulnerable. But then you're right, in the second half, it's probably going to be a different story. And I definitely, am much higher on the Detroit lineup right now than the KC lineup.
That's my thoughts on that cash.
All right, let's see. What else do I have? Then another one that I'm tempted to give is which I bet is the under in Mets Arizona. Bartolo Colon and Ricky Ray.
What is that set at?
Well, it's 9. They both pitched against each other in the last game. Yeah, at Shea or at Citi Field, whatever.
Yeah. That was after that game. Terry Collins lit into that team, boy. He went into his players.
Yeah, and it's going to be at Arizona. Both lineups are mediocre. Both of these guys can get hit, but I feel like they're reliable enough.
Now you're trying to.
You're, all right, I'll take the under 9.
Mental masturbation, Pistol Pete. You got to pull the trigger.
I'll take the under 9 minus 124. Mets Arizona. Okay. You have another one for us, Mike
Yes,
Brenner.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I sure do. Boston was great to me yesterday. God, 16-2. I love that. That's a run line cover.
That one I had. Beautiful. And the over I had on that one.
Them bats are cranky. I'll tell you who's leading the way. All right, Big Papi, obviously, but he's been a little tired. But Dustin Pedroia playing like a rookie again. That kid's lighting it up. All right, I'm going to go first half run line. They're going up against Cleveland. Tomlin, he's gotten shellacked his last 2 starts. And even though Cleveland's at home, I think the bats are just going to stay on fire for Boston. First half run line.
Yeah, we're going to give you the Heritage opener.
Okay, and how about a full game money line?
Full game money line for Boston. The best one we can give you would be at the Greek bookmaker and BetDSI minus 104.
Okay, any thoughts on my call?
I was leaning on Boston's second half, and you know what? I think I will give it. I'll give Boston on the second half. Yeah,
okay.
Tomlin, you're right. He has been getting hit, giving up home runs, definitely vulnerable.
I just think the bats right now, 16 runs yesterday, 24 hits or whatever, Pete, they're going to want to either keep swinging today or they'll be silent, but I think they're going to keep swinging.
No, I vaguely agree with what you're doing, and I will give Boston on the second half. And
that's all I got.
That's
all
you got. All right, yeah. I could give that Texas under, but
this is an everyday occurrence as of late.
Yeah. Why don't you review your picks?
I
Let me
sure
decide
will,
what
buddy.
I
While
want
you
to do
can
here.
find something else you can get. I'm going with Texas today. First half run line, we're going to give you the Heritage opener. Full game run line with Texas as well, plus 117 versus Oakland. Also today, first half run line for Boston, we're going to keep the bats cranking. We're going to give it a Heritage opener. And the full game money line, which is minus 104. Now, the wrap it up is going to be Detroit. We're going to go second half. It's going to be about plus 100. And full game run line, this is my big balls play of the day. Detroit, full game run line, plus 146. Looking to keep it going, Pistol Pete. I've had a really, really good week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm planning on just keeping the momentum going.
Sounds good. I guess I'll hold off the Oakland, Texas one. The problem is just that Perez is shaky, right?
Yes,
and then,
he is.
And then Detweiler had a great start, his first start, into the rotation. But
he's coming back. He's coming back to where he used to pitch, and this is where I love cashing tickets.
Yeah, but
I like this mental edge.
He's coming off of I just feel like it's a big regression spot for him here because that was fluky his last start. So
you know better than me. You are the major league
I don't
baseball
know.
guru.
But then again, it's a very high total at 10, which I would love to take. And Oakland doesn't have. Yeah, God,
here
it's
you
so
go.
tempting.
You're doing it again.
I'll hold off for now. I'll hold off on it for now. I'll just go with the 4 that I gave. All right, Mike Brenner. Nice show.
Yeah.
Nice show. Monday. And we'll be back again tomorrow for the Tuesday card.
Looking forward to it. Go Red Sox.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.